Thursday night football, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the road to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC North showdown. In this video, I have a favorite player prop. I'll talk about a parlay that I love at plus 1,600 odds, and then we'll end with my side or total in this game. If you are new, my name is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Thank you as always for tuning in. If you want to do me a favor, go down below, hit that subscribe button. As always, we begin talking to how we did the week before. It was actually our second losing week of the season. You hate to see it. We had some bad reads in there, all own up to them, and some ones that I feel like should have gone our way, but again, you can't. It's the NFL. We're not going to hit every single pick. Still up a good amount on the season. Let's continue that. And honestly, we're sweating something a little bit bigger as we are on to day 10 of the ladder challenge. Our one on Monday night. Ooh, a pretty easy one. Roma Dunze, shout out you. I believe my jersey is actually getting delivered on Thursday for Roma Dunze. So I'll be rocking that bad boy. He came through for us. We're now on to day 10. Obviously, it should not come as a surprise. I'll be skipping this game. We'll talk about day 10 at the end of this video, but we'll be sweating that out later this week. But as always, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you again. Drop a like if you can. My last note at the end of the video, I will also have a chalkboard slip. You guys know we love chalkboard here. A reminder, if you sign up using my code COS, number one, help support the channel. Number two, helps you guys because you'll get this Aaron Rodgers free pick and you'll get a deposit match on your first deposit. They'll double whatever you deposit up to $100. So if you put in $5, they'll give you an extra 5. Now you get 10. They'll give you a deposit up to 100. They'll give you an extra 100. So again, check that out. If it is in your state, here's all the states that's eligible. If it's in your state, get on in there. But let's dive into my favorite player prop for this game, then get into some long shots and stuff like that. I'm a big T. Higgins fan on Thursday night. I took his over versus 46.5, as you see here at minus 114 on FanDuel. I also took his 60-plus yards at plus 172. I did total of 1 unit, 3/4 of a unit, 0.75 is on the over 46.5, but I also sprinkled a quarter unit on that plus 172. I think the value is too good here for T. Higgins. I don't necessarily, think his line should be in the high 50s, but I won't be shocked by kickoff. If it's approaching 50, maybe getting to 49, 50, 50 and a half, something like that. I do love T. Higgins, though, in this matchup here against the Steelers. Now, if you know nothing about the Steelers and what defense they run, they are the most blitz-happy team in the NFL. They are blitzing nonstop, and they generate pressure at the 4th highest rate. Now, we know they have T.J. Watt and among other guys, so they're getting pressure regardless, but they're also getting after quarterbacks. And I wouldn't be shocked if, once again, with Joe Flacco under center, if they're blitzing him. And I know Jamar Chase is one of the best receivers in the game, but I think this is a spot. If you're going to blitz, you're going to leave one-on-one coverage on the outside. And I think if you're going to ever double anyone off the blitz, it's Jamar Chase. And you're going to let T. Higgins go up there and make contested catches to beat you. I think T. Higgins could be in for a big game. And we've seen him dominate the Steelers his last 4 games, 148, 140, 69 and 53 receiving yards. So going over in all 4 of these games in the last 2 years. If you look at the Steelers, like I said, a lot of blitzing. They run the 5th highest rate of man coverage in the NFL. T. Higgins this season, which has obviously been a lost one so far for him. He's averaging 2.31 yards per route run against man compared to less than a yard against zone coverage. Again, this is a Steelers defense that has given up a lot of pass yards. Given they're blitzing a ton, you're going to get burnt on the back end. And like I said, Joe Flacco under center. I think it's a good spot here for T. Higgins. We saw in the first game with Joe Flacco, kind of a disaster in the first half, but they found some things in the second half. We saw T. Higgins, 5 receptions, 8 targets, 62 yards. That was in a game that Jamar Chase had 10 receptions, 12 targets, 94 yards. And even though he had 10 receptions and 12 targets, they're virtually identical for air yards. So T. Higgins had 106, Jamar had 114. Again, if they're blitzing, they're probably going to see Joe Flacco try to get the ball out of his hands early. I think they're going to heavily focus on Jamar Chase, and I think T. Higgins is going to be open. We know he's capable of breaking tackles too. We'll roll with Mr. T. Higgins. I love his overs here. Plus 172 for 60 plus. Too good to pass up. So we'll be on T. Higgins. I love him. He's my favorite player prop. Let's dive into a long shot as well, though. Let's just get this one in there. I'm playing this for 0.1 unit. So again, nothing too crazy here, but at 0.1 unit plus 1650 on DraftKings. Throw a boost on here as well. Throw a couple bucks if you want to sweat this out. T. Higgins, I took him up to 70 plus. Jamar Chase, I took him for 70 plus. And then Flacco for 2 passing touchdowns and 250 passing yards. Yeah, we're all in on the Bengals pass attack. Now, this might sound crazy, and it certainly could be. It's plus 1650. Do I think it's a lock of the century? No. But let's just talk about the Steelers defense. They've been better at stopping the run as of late. And let's be honest, this Bengals rushing attack, it's not great. And I think that goes without saying. They're going to have to throw the ball here. And while, yes, it can be seen counteractive, betting on both T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, I think one of them has a great first half. The other one has a great second half. So again, if we could cash one of these guys in the first half, wouldn't shock me at all. These are two big plays, two guys that are capable of going out there and getting 40, 50 yards in one catch. We've seen them do it before. And Joe Flacco's not afraid of slinging it around. They're the two number one guys. It's not like the tight ends get a ton of work. Mike Gesicki is out for this game. I think these two guys could have a chance. If you look at the Steelers so far this season, they've obviously played they have 5 games, right? Because they had their bye week a few weeks ago. We saw, I don't know which week, but when they faced Sam Darnold and his pass catchers, Jackson Smith and Jigba and Cooper Kupp, they cashed this prop because Darnold had 250 and 2 passing touchdowns. Those two had 70 plus. And then if you also go to another game where you saw them take on Carson Wentz in England, or was that Ireland? We saw Carson Wentz have 250 and 2 touchdowns. Jefferson and Addison both had 70. So again, in 2 of their 5 games, this has hit. I'll take a chance that Jamar Chase and T. Higgins can get going. I didn't take T for 70 plus, but I do like it. Good value there. I'll be rolling with both those two guys to get the job done. Now I need to give you guys a pick on the side or total in this game. Then I'll talk about my Q1 prop. I don't have an official one, but there's one that I did have a keen eye on. I'm actually going to be on the Bengals plus 5.5. Now I'm not personally going to bet it myself, although I will have it in my chalkboard entry in just a second. But I mean, we've seen these divisional dogs. You want to bet the points. You want to take the teams with the points. And we saw 2 weeks ago on Thursday, that was when the Rams lost outright to a mass unit of the 49ers. And they went out there and won that game. Then you go back to last Thursday. Jackson Dart and company surprised the Giants, or surprised the Eagles, beat them outright. I'm not saying the Bengals win this game outright, but Steelers have looked good as of late. This could be a slip-up spot on a short week. Traveling to Cincy. I mean, Joe Flacco and company, they looked good in the second half. I'm not saying that first half, but second half, they made their adjustments. Him and Flacco, Higgins, and Chase all got going. I think they could win this game outright. So I'd take the Bengals plus the points. The Steelers defense hasn't really impressed me a ton. I know they're blitzing a ton, but they're getting burnt by other teams with cornerbacks and stuff. Their secondary is still a little bit banged up here. I like the Bengals on a short week divisional game. This feels like a game they could win. The AFC North, no team's allowed to run away with that division. And if the Steelers win this one, they'll move to 5-1. Not allowed. Give me the Bengals plus the points. Finally, I wrap up with a chalkboard entry. I already talked about chalkboard early on in this video. Again, you can sign up using my code COS. You get a free pick at Rodgers to get you 1 pass yard. And you also get a 100% deposit on your first deposit. Take advantage of that. Here's what I'm rolling with, though. Bengals, I took them plus 5.5. You can bet you can take that on under chalkboard if you have the ability to. Some states don't. I don't really know what the legality is for it. I have no idea. T. Higgins down there. I like Rodgers to have to throw it a little bit here, 200 plus pass yards. And my Q1 prop was going to be Noah Fant, more than 1.5 Q1 yards. His 5+ is plus 115-ish. To dissect that one a little bit, I just didn't want to lose on a tight end. Our Q1 prop streak has been dynamite. I do like Fant because I think with the blitz happy nature of the Steelers defense, you got to get them off balance a little bit. You can't just let them pin their ears back and be like, we're coming for you, Flacco. I don't think you can do that. So I think you'll see some play action early in this game. Maybe have a little play action where Noah Fant comes, pretends to block TJ Watt, slips behind him, and he gets a pass thrown to him. Wouldn't shock me that at all. Noah Fant will now replace Mike Gesicki, who's been out for this game, played, I think, a season high 50% of snaps, 49% last week. And he's been pretty good in the first quarter. Out in the first 3 weeks, hasn't done much the last 2. I think he gets going here. So I really do like this. I like Rodgers to have to throw. I mean, the Bengals' rush defense hasn't been terrible as of late. I think they can maybe slow down whatever the hell the Steelers are doing in the running back room. $20 on this puppy turns into $115. And now we'll wrap up the video talking about our chalkboard, or not a chalkboard, the ladder. Again, you can join and get it early if you want to. Shameless Dub Club promo. Why talk about it? Yeah, we're on to day 10 of the ladder. It's super exciting, a little stressful, but super exciting. Obviously, we're not doing it in this game. What I will do is probably have it on Sunday. Maybe I'll overlap into Monday, find our favorite props, the matchups that we love, can't see losing, and we'll roll it out there. Again, you can get it early if you want to join the Dub Club. It's $10 for your first month. I'll put the link down below. Get on in there. I'm anticipating dropping the ladder on Friday, so you can get on in there. I'll drop it to the Dub Club early, about an hour or 2 early, and then drop it to everyone. So again, you can get in there, support the channel if you want to, get in the community, which has been an absolute blast, getting a lot more of you guys in there. So again, I did say this in a video earlier this week. I don't know how many people have actually rode all the way up to day 10 with this current ladder. I know some people are just coming. I mean, I swear, I go into the comments like, of course, the one time I don't ride the ladder. Guys, I'm sorry. That's just how it be. We'll run it back. I already said that. But if you have, you don't feel no shame in taking some of the money out. I know you would love to see a 10K payout ticket, but again, risking $5,000 is a heck of a lot of money. That's 50 units if you're a 100 unit better. So again, that could be your whole bankroll. So please do take some out if you need to. Take 2.5K out. And then if you cash day 10, you'd run away with 7,500. That's pretty dang good. I know everyone wants that 10K, and I know some people are ride or die, and I appreciate you. But again, you don't have to do it. I just have to try to be a voice of reason for you all. But trust me, we're going to cook up the best possible day 10 ladder that I can. And we'll probably be doing that Friday evening. Again, thank you for tuning in. Let's go T. Higgins. Let's go Joe Flacco. Let's go have a big day for the Bengals. Pass catchers, at least. They can lose by 100 for all I care. Let's get a big day out of Flacco. 2 touchdowns, 70 yards apiece to Chase and T. Higgins. Let's cash that long shot plus our T. Higgins 60 and over 46.5. As always, let me know your favorite picks down below. One other video over here. Actually, I put 2 videos. We talked a little bit more about the ladder challenge here. The top one, you'll see our game picks video where we go through every single game on Sunday and Monday Night Football, as well as give you our best game pick of the week. I am, knock on wood, 5-1 on my best game picks of the week. I pick out one that I love. I'm 5-1. Go check that video out. Let's have a day. And I'll see you guys back again in the next one. It's Austin. I'm signing out. See you later. Peace.